Funding wallets on TapTapSend. Step 1. Click on Create Ghana Cedi Wallets below when you open the app. Step 2. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 3. Click on the Confirm and Fund wallet below to confirm. Step 4. Your wallet has been successfully funded. Step 5. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 6. Select or add new recipient. Step 7. Choose wallet as payment method. Step 8. Click on the Pay with Wallet below to confirm. Step 9. Your transaction is successful.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. 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 Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. 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 Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Abinsoko! Massive cash out with Aviator on Parimatch. Charlie, visit parimatch.com.gh now and enjoy showdown odds and amazing offers on your favorite sports, jackpot, and casino game. Play with Parimatch and get up to 500% Pari Boost bonus to win big like a boss. Parimatch, the game is yours. This advertisement is vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. No under 18. Gaming can be addictive.
I know it's been a while. You saw me on screens, and you'll be asking yourself, "Hey, MC Berryman, how can I say Yes, I'm alive. I'm still kicking. I'm doing very, very well. In fact, I'm doing extremely, extremely well. It's been 1 or 2 ups and downs, but yet we are in. As far as entertainment is concerned, Sammy Flex TV, let me officially welcome you once again. And my charges are already seated, ready to rock and roll. Charlie, Yadamasi. Those who's been calling me to find out how I'm doing, what's up with me, why I haven't been seeing you on screens for some time now. Yeah, I'm around. It's just that, 1 or 2 things. We need to chase the moolah small, we need to chase the 10 small, we need to chase the, that things some. So thank you very much. My charge is always praying for me as well. Chamo is already seated in Team Dodu Solomon, and same way Roland Amate. These are the brothers we are working today with. And Sammy Flex, maybe I will be able to say, what's up? Why is MC Berryman sitting in today? Coming 3rd of May, we have a major event going on in UK. Where medical is going to make history. No 2 ways about that, whether you like it or not. He's making history. Shatta Wale is a part. Sebane said, deeper than blood now. Shatta is a part of it. So definitely wants to surprise a brother from another mother. So Shatta has moved. Yeah, definitely or automatically. Sammy Flex also being the manager needs to also move on. Brothers, let me welcome you as well. Roland, Bibi Abakode.
Welcome back to the show.
It's a high five. High five, below. High five. Charlie, Bibi Abakode.
Nana Ejinem. Amerado Mashe experience. And Edinem. And I'm Paiboka.
Shatta coming to say.
Oh, everything is cool. Everything is cool. Yes, the fact that they are not in town doesn't mean that work is on a standstill. Work is still ongoing.
Yeah.
Even with or without them, the company is big and it has employed so my people. So yes, just to make sure there is a smooth run of everything in the camp. So everything is on good. Every day camp is in high spirits and we are good here.
Shagzy, how's the company also going?
Same. I mean, it's just a subsidiary of the Shatta Movement Empire, and I would say so far it has been very good. Let me say big thanks to all our loyal customers and patrons who have been patronizing our services. Yes, we are expanding each and every day, and it's a delight to watch. And we just want to assure them that in the coming years or in the coming month, Shagsy looks good, and we still have more and more for our lovely patrons as well.
Okay, so let's do it this way. Shatta, Shatta, it's not a big deal. Even though our UK Abrochi Memo, but say banner shows now, I can still do it. You know, I can still represent it. You know, just do the booking. Only one my meeting, my simple cry. All right, so that is coming from Roland Amate. Or no, event planner, event guard, and associate event guard. Charlie.
Oh, yeah, it's there. The event guide is there. Well, I'm still with the family. You know, it's for life, as we say it. The family is there. So, but then now Shagsy is there, Roland Report is there, and that's what we are working with now.
Okay, so from the horses
and the Shatta Movement Empire is also there.
You can't be a horse crab from the mouse's own mouth.
This one is not a horse. This one is a lion.
I'm telling you. Okay, so Chamo. You see a chapa. You see a Kaswa airport on Manisha.
My sister old boy blue top. Yeah. I think from what I've heard, I think you are doing well. Yeah, big ups to you.
You see the experience, you know. Yeah, picky baby.
Yeah.
And the only thing they say, you should be ready to learn.
Sure.
And make sure you put in more effort. And Nina answered, they said that Bema Sammy Flex, because honestly, this man has been doing marvelously well. He's having maybe a low mind on what we are doing. Okay, why are you getting that's it? We are really running hard, learning hard from him. And like you rightly said, Blue Top Villa. Last year, you had the Shatta Wale Bar Honum, and you had the one of the toppest artists from Liberia, King Caro, and then we did Wendy Shea and Larusso some few weeks ago over there, which you know, Kaswa, we are trying to just clear the narratives, you know, the perception, that mindset that people have about Kaswa. Say, Charlie, Kaswa around the area now. Charlie, the people are loving it. Wendy Shea by everything was smooth. Larusso by everything was okay. Men can't say Wendy Shea ni phone and Kaswa.
Oh, and we all know that
but do you know say people are even tagging Kaswa and a phone?
Yeah, you know, sometimes when you have a bad name or when people suspect that you are likely going to do something, yes, even if it is not you, people will still point fingers at you. So let's take it like that. But I think things will get better just with time.
Yeah, and that's what we are praying for. Say things will get better. I think say Larusso when the show no. The numbers that we were expecting didn't really turn out like that. Why? Because over study a 1 week to the program, and I must say, what they say will be Nebema Ira or Kaswa. That thing really got me super down. So I had to be running from TV to radio, trying to clear the perception that people have around that.
Kaswa, they've been doing that.
I was surprised. Kaswa, a chief commander in the Krapono, but that day on the stage, Kasai actually, said there is nothing of the sort.
There's nothing like that.
So it made a lot of people do call me and be like, oh, Charlie, but Charlie, you know that case. So it really didn't make me get the numbers, but it was positive, and that's what we are all striving and chasing. And thank you to Kaswa people for supporting the movement, and to Blue Top Villa, the whole workers over there, Uncle Sam, Joel, Crusader Brides, and 1K United, and the family, you know, everybody. Charlie, and then you better transit. I mean, you transit. You better some because in some of Koso. Should I even? Well, I don't know where to even start. No, okay, let's start with UK. Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
I will rap UK to support medical coming Friday. And when I arrive now, and then the swag is on point. This guy, I don't know how to even describe this guy, this man, this dude. Damn, the swag is on point. Shatta Bechira the echo, hoodie, a check. The level is different, and in all to just go and then support medical. At the side where social media throw. By you know, Sheldon, But then before that, in the Sheldon case, let's see the mindset that Shatta Wale has for medical, trying to go to support his brother. What do you have to say about that one?
Yeah, I think it's a big deal. I mean, and Shatta is giving his all. I mean, even the excitement that you can feel when you just watch them when they were about to move to London. It was great. And then seeing them also in London, the same thing. Like you can see the excitement. You can see that, like, you feel good just watching what is happening. So yeah, I think Shatta is doing his best, and I think medical too, he has done well. The preparation so far so good. The promotion, everything is going on well. So for me, I think this is a big deal, and we should, I mean, praise them for getting it right. I mean, the show, I think we have about a week to the show.
Less than a week.
We
have about 4 days. 4 days now.
4 days to the show, and you see the kind of noise about it. You see how people are talking about it all over the place and all that. I think they have done what the organizers, big ups to them, and then Shatta Wale too. I think he has shown that yes, if he says he wants to support, he will give his all, and so far so good. I think the SM team is also doing very well. Yeah, to make sure that everything goes on well. Yeah.
Okay, all right, Roland. What do you say about this love that Shatta is showing our brother Medical?
Well, somebody would say it is your show, and you have the maximum power to promote it, or the maximum responsibility to promote it and see to it to the end. But then if there's one person that has been very instrumental in the promotion of Medical's event, has been Shatta Wale. In fact, even when he was in Ghana, before they both went to London, you can clearly see the enthusiasm with which he was supporting Medical with during the promotion. I mean, I can count about 2 or 3 videos of promo with regards to the events that Shatta did for Medical. It's not so surprising because one, Shatta knows the terrain very well, more than Medical. Because if we are looking for somebody that has experience in that particular auditorium, Shatta has it among most Ghanaian artists, because he stands or holds the record of doing it back to back at the Indigo O2. So yeah, he has some experience to share with his brother, of which I believe is one of the reasons why he's doing it. And again, this is also a win for Ghana should Medical is able to accomplish whatever he wants to accomplish on the day. It is also a win for Ghana as well. So yeah, Shatta looking at this would go all the way out, and the third one would be Medical is his brother. And the fact that if Shatta says he wants to do it for you, he will go all out to do it for you, regardless of whatever anybody is saying. So yes, from the airport, from his departure at the Kotoka through to his arrival in Heathrow and everything, you can clearly see the enthusiasm in which, or high spirit in which he is. In fact, even today, I have seen a video of him at Medical's apartment where they were all doing like short promo videos just for the show.
There's this Kumasi guy.
Asafo Powers. Exactly, and they were mimicking the guy. I mean, all the whole content has to do with the fact that it is towards the promotion of the show, and man knows what is at stake. So yeah, I believe among all the artists that are built to support Medical on the night, Shatta has been very instrumental in helping a brother promote the event and all that. So me, I am not surprised because of the 3 reasons I mentioned earlier. And I know come Friday, 3rd of May, Medical is indeed going to make Ghana proud. Me, I always say that what I'm actually looking out for is his showmanship on stage, and that is what I'm actually expecting. So yeah, for Shatta Wale, solidarity and support there is apt and very nice.
Okay, all right. So that is Roland Amate and Chamo on that one. Now let's move on to the Twitter and now X. What it has been going on over there? What is trending? Coach Sheldon is in the news. At the point, Sobekaya or Kara or your editorial be saying that he is never ever going to do a breakdown of Shatta's product or Shatta's music or whatever Shatta is doing. He's never going to do that. Why? Because Shatta has said something that he didn't like or responded to his his editorial beer he didn't like. He's never going to do that. So the question was, hey, now could you show the now on a medical and also call one Marco support medical EB. Now Shatta Wale, how is the relationship going to be like? Is he willing, or is he going to be able to, get closer to Mandem or Shatta Wale one done? Videos be actually, sorry, of Twitter and Xa. Ultimo say, now could you show the person bad man, but the action over there, and whatever that they were discussing, really didn't come out like that. But Chamo, sometimes, do we have to take things to heart? Personal, and social media trolls, Sometimes do we have to minimize it because it can affect us tomorrow?
Oh yeah. As for trolling people or trolling in general, it's nothing good, but it's difficult to stop people from doing that. And say, oh yeah, yes, we will continue to give caution to people that, hey, be careful, because it can hurt you later in your life. So, but still, people will do it. The ACCC, I'm not in Shatta Wale's head, but I feel, or I think that maybe he's not convinced about the way Sheldon wants to approach him.
Yeah.
Do you know this is the first time they are meeting, like
in
physically,
person,
in person? It's strange. They have done so much online that you feel that, or you think that they have met many times or something like that. But this is the first time that they are meeting in person, and Shatta Wale may still not be convinced about Sheldon's approach. I think that's why this thing is happening. I don't know why he chose to meet him at the airport in this way, and at that time you don't know what is in Shatta's head. So definitely Shatta will react in a way that he feels that is the right way to react. Those outside trolling or saying other things, it's difficult to control that thing. Sometimes they are doing it for fun, and unfortunately some people will get hurt, some people will feel some way. But Kojo Sheldon, I know he has done it before. He's been doing it to people, so I don't think he will take it that serious. He will get the idea that this is what I do to people. I think not long ago he said something similar, like some people now in his own time move to him, and then now he feels how the celebrities felt at then times when he was the one doing it to them. So I think this one he will see it as one of those things. It can happen, and it has happened. I hope going forward things will change between him and Shatta Wale, but this one there is the social media thing. They are just using it to have fun, and I don't blame anybody in terms of the approach. Just that I wish Sheldon would have done it not in public, like the way it happened. Maybe talking to someone to talk to him, just to meet him, and then you see how it will go. But just meeting him in open like that, I'm not surprised the reaction coming from Shatta Wale. You can't just meet him like that and now everything is okay. No, I didn't see that coming. So I hope going forward he will use right approach, talk to him just to find a way to settle it. I think he has done well, first of all, for approaching him. Just that I think he should use a better way to connect, and I think he may get results in that way than just going direct like the way he did.
Yeah, I think I side with you on this one. Like maybe they coming home, settle down, and maybe Shatta in his one corner be like that. Oh, Charlie, Sammy, please, can I see one down, because you know what's going on. At least I can be bad. I know you're bad.
Even going through medical will not be bad. I mean, he's cool with medical. He's been moving with him. In fact, he went to the airport with medical. So,
and then before even that, Sheldon had an introduction. I mean, an interview section with medical.
Yes,
medical was even asking him, Charlie, Shatta knows the way. Or be watching. But you know, at a point, Sheldon Mayen who said, and you say he doesn't know what Shatta is doing. Just that this is what he feels. Yeah, this is his opinion about what Shatta is doing. Yeah. But at the point, you know, Shatta didn't see it the way he. But whichever way it is, that's Chamo. Unless maybe you want to say.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so let's move on to Roland now. Let's see the reaction that happened at the airport. Could you Sheldon, Shatta Wale?
Well, me, I'm not surprised though, and I can say on authority that if Shatta Wale wants to forgive Kojo Sheldon, or he wants to settle whatever differences he has with Kojo Sheldon, he will do it from himself and what he thinks, and not because he's using medical or Sammy flex. It will not happen. If he wants to do it, he will do it. If you like, go and call God. If he will mind you, he will mind you. But all the same, I like Shatta's posture when he met him. I mean, we all know the differences that these guys have now. I'm talking about Shatta and Kojo Sheldon. Perhaps Kojo Sheldon didn't see the heavy nature of whatever is going on between them. Perhaps he probably classified it as one of those online banters where people can trivialize things that you do, insult you, yet when they meet you or they come to you in private, they come and be smiling and be laughing, all those things, forgetting that it is not everybody that share that kind of stuff. For example, if I insult you online, then it means when I meet you I can insult you. It's as simple as whatever I will tell you online, when I meet you I can tell you. If I meet you and I can't insult you, I won't go online to insult you, because I see it as the same person. The person holding that account or managing that account is you. So if I meet you like this and I can't insult you, then there's no way I'll go online and go and insult you. That's it. That's how some of us we live our lives. Like it is not so different from what is online. Yes, even though sometimes some people can get it twisted, like can mistake, okay, this is online stuff, like how Bongo Ideas said some time ago that Twitter idea is a different word. Some of us, it is not a different word for us. It's what we think is what we do on there, and if we don't think of insulting you, we won't go online to insult you, and that's it. And I believe that is how Shatta Wale also is. Whatever he is saying online, he means it. He is telling you what he feels like. So if Kojo did something back then and Shatta registered his displeasure to say, I didn't like the things that you did, it's true, he didn't like it. Whether you've met him before or you've not met him before, you know him or you don't know him, he didn't like it, and it's as simple as that. So the nature of or the gravity of whatever went on between them, perhaps Kojo Sheldon was just thinking, okay, it was one of those online stuff but when we meet in person, it is going to be different. I mean, the approach, was it good? I can say, well, it could be 50-50, because you never know what would have happened that instance. You didn't know what was in Kojo Sheldon's mind, and neither do you know what was in Shatta Wale's mind. Any other person could have taken the opportunity to harm Shatta as like to harm Kojo Sheldon in Shatta's position. Any other person could have taken the opportunity to do it. I one chanced on one of Stoneboy's interview when he was responding to one of Shatta's stuff, and he said, Ankaye Bono landed. You understand? Yeah. And it is some way, somehow, how some people take their stuffs to heart. Oshia obi obetimi ne waye. Until you say, unim say Oshia no baby antimi ne nya, member na online ne new. Because Oshia baby, he can do whatever he wants to do with you. Like that. So that's how it is. For Kojo Sheldon's approach there, I don't think it is right like that. I wish that he would have set the tone right, let Shatta know that he was indeed there. Even though I am not sure Shatta knew Kojo Sheldon would be part of the team to meet him at the airport. I'm not sure he would. Even if he was aware, I'm sure it would have been right when he touched down at Heathrow. That was when he was made aware that the guy is there. And it's like that. I mean, Shatta is not a violent person. He's not a violent person by nature. So I didn't expect him to have gone hard, like violent on Kojo Sheldon. And I love his composure. Have you met me before? He said no. So why do you say all those things about me? Like, you know me, you sleep in the same room with me. and you want to come and shake me. It doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
I mean, you've sworn heaven and hell not to even mention my name, not to even talk about me again, because I don't want you to do it. So why do you come and now pretend to shake me? And in shaking hands, nobody, your intention is not written in your palm.
Yeah.
So I believe, Shatta in his right mind would have to be careful in approaching some of these issues. And so far, I even like how he responded to Sheldon's gesture.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't violent even in his words. He wasn't violent even in his actions. But it was just an encounter that he had with him, and that's all. Any other thing can erupt. They can squash their beef today or tomorrow, and they will be like, they will still continue to live their lives. So me, for Sheldon's approach there, I like how Shatta approached it. He needs to be very careful with how he tackles this, because tomorrow it can backfire or it can escalate the issue that they have between them, and who knows who will be at the losing end. Okay,
let me throw this one final question on this Shatta, and then you showed him. I know it goes to everybody. Now, I don't know. I saw a post. No, because starstruck. Could you Sheldon now is a cameraman taking videos and pictures of I think Shatta, and I think so. No pick here, no substitute. He said, I'm doing my job or something like that. Chamo, what should the poster? Could you Sheldon here? Did you see, or can you see any sort of some fear and panic, and as it be a starstruck? Maybe Shatta, so this is real Shatta, and I'm kind of amazing. Looking at video now, you saw something like that?
No, not really. I think he was okay. He was okay. Just that there's something there, like in his head, there's a tension, and he wants to ease that tension, and this is his approach of doing it. So even if there was anything like that or similar to the way you want to describe it, I would say that it is because of the tension between them. As for the tension, is there. He didn't know how Shatta
was going to
react or respond to his gesture, so it's normal. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Roland, you want to say something about that one?
Well, it's similar. He just was doing his job and also he also had to be very careful with his approach. Like I said, if it were to be any other person, who knows what the person would have done to him? You understand? So he also needed to be very careful. As for being starstruck there, I doubt.
Okay.
As for being starstruck, I doubt. But then the whole environment of you meeting, there's always a difference between you talking to somebody on phone and you meeting the person like there's always a difference. There are certain things you can say on phone, but meet the person it's like that. So it is a mixture of feelings that had engulfed him. That's what we saw in those footages. So for starstruck, I don't think so, but it was just mood swings, fly in his mind like that.
Okay, all right, thank you, gentlemen. And so coming Friday, 3rd of May, Medical O2 Indigo, another history is yet about to be made, where we have Shatta Wale supporting, and other artists going to be there. So if you are in London, please, if you find yourself in London, make it a point and meet them up over there, and let's make history. Let's celebrate them. Let's make Ghana very proud, because it's not been easy. The promotion, all that they've been doing, it's never been easy. All we could say, Sammy Flex TV, is we wish them all the best of luck, and we pray that everything goes on smooth and well for them. Medical performances and stage performances, and I feel like first now for complaining, say or performing, he looks tired and
fatigue
because of the stature and
the last performance at UPSA is online for everybody to see. His last but one even performances that he's done, including the planning and plotting, the Ghana edition, is there for everybody to see. Man did close to 2 hours of back-to-back performances, and like there was never a dull moment. So I think he has improved, and this particular show, looking at the nature of it, I don't think he's going to do anything soft or anything mediocre. Medical is going to give people a hell of a show.
All right, so we wish them all the best of luck, like we said earlier on, and this is where we want to flip to the next chapter. So Shatta, could you Sheldon on medical the show. No, that's what we've discussed. So if you just tuned in or if you just joined, please, the comment section is reserved for you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do want to subscribe. It is very, very important for us. Share the link to everyone. In Philippi. You will move on to your next story where we find our favorite rapper. That is my favorite rapper. What should I say? He doesn't do only rap. He does well in the singing as well. Recently, he came back from the United States of America. Vacation, ejuma, tour and stuff like that. Or koji ni kraba. Obedruya na wambeda. Obedruya na sharp. Or gig. Or go straight to a Bedu Bonswe and Chemo Bonswe and Bonswe. Is that the right name? Bonswe and Bonswe. SRC Bonsu Bonswe.
Bonsu. Bedu Bonsu. It's fancy. So Bedu Bonsu is you. I'm not sure it's you.
All right. So whichever way it is, yes, with the pronunciation, Bedu Bonsu, Bedu Bonswe. Senior high school, and our young SRC week now. Amerado went to perform over there, and what happened on the stage, in fact, wasn't good at all. So at this point, we want to look at it from the angle of the organization. First, what happened to him? First, second, and looking forward, what do we have to do? Let's watch this video. When we come back, we will sit and then we talk more. Or we can't. We intimate video, no. All right, that's fine. So this is how the whole thing happened. No stage at all performing. All of a sudden, you say stage, a bugum, bua. Na see the bugum, the energy, the zeal that this man was in, it was serious. Now, a quarter then you so pepe.
Okay. Which we are good.
And what happened? Like all of a sudden, stage in the say boa. It's flying on all the social media platforms. If you're not seeing it clearly here, and this is very bad. Chamo, yeah, organization, and now see from the team of an artist. Before, is it really important, necessary that you go to the field, you go on stage, check all the loopholes, the problems that we have on the stage, the lighting and everything, the sound, before it be our artists akoswana. And if so, if it is important like that, did Amerado need him?
Why we can't tell at this stage? Maybe they did, maybe they did not. It's difficult to be so sure of it. But just that you have to insist if you are part of the team. I don't know. Maybe later they will come out and tell us exactly what they did. But based on what we know and how our musicians do their things here, most of them they don't do that. Yes, but it's really, really important. Your safety. If it was outside Ghana, then Amerado and his team, they wouldn't have any problem at this time. Yes, because insurance will take care of it. And because of that, the organizers will also not do anything that can cause them. Because the insurance will cause them. If you are the organizer or the whoever responsible for this, and then something like this happen, you will lose your insurance. You have to go and pay again for you to even practice. Yes, before you can do another show or something like that. So they don't joke with safety. But in our case, it's not like that. So you have to take care of yourself. So you should be very, very careful. So at this point, I think we just have to tell our musicians or our entertainers in general to be careful and then take precautions when they are doing things like this. When they are going for shows, there should be somebody who will check on your behalf. Make sure that, no, this is what we are doing, this is what we are looking for. If the standard is not what you think will be safer for your artist, then you have to, either say then you are not doing it, or you insist that they do the right thing before your artist will come on stage. This is unfortunate. At this point, we will consider it as an accident. Yes, so that's what it is. It's an accident, but obviously it's somebody's negligence. I mean, they don't take certain things serious. Sometimes at some point they don't take things serious. So this thing can happen just based on that. But you see, what can we do? I mean, it has happened, and we just have to learn from it. So those who haven't experienced it, or who are yet to experience it, it is not a good experience, and nobody should go through this. I mean, I was asking whether Amerado and the people on stage, if they are safe at this time, and I got the report that they are okay, and we will take it like that. But we should learn from it. People should learn from it.
It's
especially
very
artists. As for the promoters, they can give you assurance, and on the D-Day it will not happen. So I would rather tell the artist and then the artist team to take care of some of these things. Don't rely on the promoters and their assurance. No, because nothing really happens to them when something like this happens. If you rely on them, anything can happen. Before you realize, you will not be in a safer place. So we should just learn from what happened to Amerado and the people on stage on that day, and maybe going forward his team will rather do better checkups, like go on stage, try to make sure that it's safe before they will bring the artist. But this is an accident, so you can't say much. I mean, it can happen to anybody if the promoters decide not to do things right.
Okay, all right, thank you very much, Emo, on this one. Now, December, your boy Shatta Wale Kaswa. Before Shatta Beba stage on that night, the team of Shatta Movement, that is manager himself, Sammy Flex, I saw Roland over there that day same way, and few of the other team members. They came and checked. First, they went, relaxed, they came back, checked, relaxed, checked, and checked. I think that day Mo checked about 3 or 4 times. What is the secret? Is it that you foresee all stuff like that?
Well, it's a human institution, and we, as much as there are accidents, there is also the need for you to also prepare yourself and be aware of the environment that you are in and what you are going to use to work. I mean, you can clearly see from the footage that the moment the stage collapsed, the whole show was done. So sometimes that is one of the basic questions that we ask ourselves. Okay, should this happen, what will happen to the show? And we all know the answer already to that question. Should something like this happen, should happen. Because you don't expect the artist to be there in this kind of disgrace for that long, unless the artist is willing to do it, of which so many artists wouldn't want to do it. And also, primarily, it is also the safety of the artist, the team members, as well as the organizers. For the organizers, for this, you can blame the organizers for all you can, but then when it comes to the team of the artist, our safety is also a priority here. Not only the artist, because you can't tell me that the artist will be performing and his road manager or one of his aides at theater or maybe a stage in one and you expect the artist to continue performing. He will not do it. So in that sense, when we go out like that, not only do we check the stage and check everything that the artist is going to work with, but we check environment as well, even in terms of security. And that is not to say Amerado and his team did not do it. At this point, you can't ascertain until you hear from them. And so far, the last time I spoke with the manager, Kwao, he did not tell me anything about the fact that they did checks or whatever. So I would definitely put this, I partly will share some of the blame with them, or majority would go to the organizers. I mean, some of these practices that we would always want to cut corners and compromise with some of these things is the reason why some artists wouldn't even want to grace certain places to perform to their fans. Because at the end of the day, they will tell you, Charlie, the kind of stage I want, you won't give me. The kind of sound I want, you won't give me. So at the end, we'll friend a cry, but meanwhile our fans were honum so and go bet me entertain. So yes, the moment we accept that we are going to do this here, we should make sure that even if it is not up to the standard that we want, at least it should be okay for us to work with for that moment. Even if, because sometimes if you say you are going to go by the book, it will say A, it will say B. We know the situation in Ghana. We know said there are definitely certain people who may not be able to get it. Even Burna Boy happened to him even in Nigeria, when even he had problem with the sound. Meanwhile, it was one of the biggest stages they had mounted in a year. Yet he had problem with them. So if you are not able to compromise as an artist or his team, check the level at which, okay, even if it is not up to your standard, can you work with this? If it is not, then you have to make sure it is. I remember even at the Kansala Fest, we did the same thing with them. In fact, they did not give us time for sound check. So when we got there, we still had to make sure everything was right before the artist even got there. And at a point, they themselves, after we had cleaned the sound, done every check that we had to do, they themselves could testify that as a sound they themselves were giving testimonies of, oh Charlie, you guys did well with whatever checks that you came to do, because you've even helped us to do some of these things. So mostly team, of course the team primarily is the focus, but then the event organizers also reputation is also at stake here, because me boa ma oye ni ye na me bo show na efa enyonyam no e ka me kan where you see this accident that has happened, the disgrace goes to the artist and the event organizer as well. Until at the end of the day, Ochina, if event organizer and cast of different artists, there's a possibility the artist may not show up because of some of these things, and it's one of the dangers. So I would blame the event organizers. I would put majority of the blame at their doorstep, but then so it is also up to the team to do some of these things. But the one thing also that we should also take into consideration is the fact that to have people do all these checks for you in terms of making sure all the proper things are done for you, also it's not cheap. It is not cheap. If you want to have somebody that can do all your checks of sounds, your stage, your lighting, everything, team on grounds, make sure everything is in order before you come, you pay them. So in that sense, it is not every artist that can afford. It is not every artist that will be able to do it. So sometimes certain artists would also want to compromise. Okay, let's go and do it with what they have, and that is what they will work with. So yeah, sorry to Amerado. And as I spoke with Kwao, his manager, he assured me that they are good. There was no casualty or major injuries, and the artist is good health wise and he's fine. So yes, if the artist is fine and members of his team are also in good health and fine, then I am glad that nothing happened to him out of somebody's negligence. Because we the enkebe me apa say obi negligence na ama wakupra na wakunya accident, and even though it is an accident, we will still have somebody to blame with. So sorry to Amerado, and better luck next time to the organizers because they should do their things well.
Chemo, in this case, now you were saying something about insurance. And in front of say show be like this now. Do you really or strongly believe that they had it insured? And I say, yeah, I'm say, okay, as an artist or a brand artist, if you are going to perform on stages or on occasions like this, now it should be in your contract that okay, insurance should also cover. Do you think it's high time we have that thing in contract?
We can do that, but the thing is, it will make the show expensive, so it will also be factored into the the events budget. So that's where the issue will be. So if the promoters or the event organizers are willing or ready to pay to ensure the whole program, or at least the main artists on the bill, then I think we can push for something like that. Just that it will make it expensive.
I
mean, they are now crying about how much they pay the artists and all that. So if you add insurance to it, it will be another thing. But that's how we should go, or that's the final destination. Even if not now, we should be preparing to go that direction, because safety is really, really important. And look at what happened to them. The whole point is, if you know that you have paid insurance, you will make sure that nothing happens, so that your insurance money will still be there.
Yeah.
Because if you lose it, you have to pay again.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the whole point. So if insurance comes in, the promoters will take safety serious. It's like we don't want to lose that insurance that we have done. Maybe let's say they have done it for 2 years or 5 years, and then the first month is gone. Sikanashi. They have to go and pay again. So they will not be careless in terms of safety, and security of the artists. But because we don't have anything like that, the whole movement was that kind of thing. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
I've seen it before. Oh, make many artists me dinner there's something.
Now who's it every?
I do many so by the new open.
Full stage view.
Yeah, and I think until we get to that point, like you are saying, people will not take that thing serious.
Yeah.
And it will also make it expensive. So we should just tell the artists now that we are not there yet, to take that thing into their own hands. Go check things, make sure everything is okay before your artist will come and perform.
All right, it is very true. It is very true. Stage is there. At the point, you have artists crying. You stage. You stage down. You have artists. Maybe from home corner. All right, so Ross, please. All right, so that is just by the way. All we can say is wish my very good brother speedy recovery, and promoters, please, let's take this thing into consideration. It's very, very important. Now, Yanko repeated this whole situation again, because Charlie, it's easy. Be free show now in the end, we're going to end up at the hospital, Charlie. And it's not a good thing. Let's look at it. Now, let's move on to the next topic, where we find our favorite sister, Fela Makafui. Still a bit my friend, Mrs. Ayana.
Mrs.
Frimpona.
Well, as it stands, there's no official divorce of their marriage, so
all right.
You can still
and it's still a bit to be my friend, Mrs. Frimpon, Mrs. Fela Makafui, medical Frimpon. Yes, where she also had a chance to have the interview section with Andy Dusty. Now, in some kind, it's somewhere around 2019. In fact, this young lady nearly took her life. Why? Because of social media trolls. The way are not here can bosso lambastano can on 70. She nearly took her life from her hands. Now, this audio we want to play and then listen to how she said it, and we will come and then we'll sit down and then discuss the impact, or what we can get out of this thing, social media trolls and stuff like that. Let's listen to her. When we come back, we'll do more.
I think last 2019 there was a force, like that was. I think last 2019 there was a force, like that was the where I had it. I was having a meeting with my manager, and he just called me. He's like, Precious, I know you're not going to, you won't do this, but this is what is on socials. Could you tell me if it? I said, Richie, there's no way I'll ever do something like that. You know, it broke me.
What was the story?
I almost took my life, Andy.
Really?
Yes. If I tell you today that I don't come publicly to explain myself or defend myself or clear certain news, it's because at a point in my life, I just had it. The trolling and all of that. I'm like, you know what? It's okay. Like, you don't know me. It's just social media. This is real life. I mean, the few good people around me know who I am. So I don't think I have to, say so much or do so much to prove a point. Because I almost took my life.
I almost took my life. That is the last few words that fella said. Chamo.
Yeah.
Social media. Sometimes you know OTH send a young trolley. Me and customer tears majibida. Starting some Flex TV. It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
The way it was coming. Sometimes you be back studio crap and I'm
show. Yeah.
Sometimes and yes, some pa hey, bra. Men can't when you are free side, no one pair maybe and fantasy reach here. Yes, go pay you my free.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes it hits you.
Yes.
Obenya data 2 CD, 3 CDB.
Yeah, man can 50 Ghana crowd the bedi what.
What me cast money true what me say hey asem waka we. Minimum pa konepa, un pa kono so be jero nim so.
Obe share okra so or no or your boss.
Me fast ade we pass it through. So to nkwan we aso. Me try taxi ma member. Guy ni hwe me ni mudi, o hwe me ni dey as oni no baby. Oh, otua no we otua ma me. I'm saying oh, bro, why? Not you. I know you a lot. I dey like your vibes were. Let me be say friend say. To body didn't share me. Now say okay, me done see. Me see and I say me call your comment section. This very guy. Hey, pro.
Yeah.
I think it was massive. Yeah. And this is the same guy that paid. I was like, so why do you have to do that when you like somebody like that? Whichever way it is. This is what fella is saying. Chamo, sometimes, you know, how do you say it? Say definitely.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah, cry the current one, fresh one. I may not have to go deeper into it, but yes, I'll be active if you decide to be part of this kind of industry. You are likely going to get it. The reason why people do it is not always about being reasonable. It's also about people not liking your opinions. Yes. If you say the way that they don't like it, yes, they can give it to you in their own way. So
Nigeria will say woto.
Yeah. So it's part of it. I think where the issue is the people receiving it. Some people get a shock when it comes like that. I mean, I manage big guys and some of them initially when they start coming they will ask you like, what do you think about this? And I go like, yes, this is part of it. It's either you have to find a way to deal with it because it will not stop, especially if you decide to do your things online for people to see it. Some people just do it. In fact, when you meet them, they don't have any reason to do that to you. They just do it. So I mean, it's not nice, but it will happen. So my thing is, the people at the receiving end, you are the one who's supposed to do your things, right? As in, find a way to deal with it. If you can't, then you don't have to be on social media. We can condemn it. In fact, we have been doing that. Those who are doing that should stop. But the point is, they won't stop. So you should rather find a way to deal with it. There are some that you can, I mean, if you have anything that to counter, then you face them squarely. There are some that they are so unreasonable, there's no need for you to banter or go at them in any way. So for that people, you just leave them to have their way. So I'm happy that she recovered, or she didn't do what she said at some point she wanted to do. I mean, that would be devastating, or that would be sad. But I mean, such as online stuff. I mean, when it comes to online, that thing, I mean, it can happen. And it's been happening. We have icons, or we have people who we can say that is their trademark. Going at people, saying all sorts of things that can hurt them is what they do. Just as some of us, we have developed immunity to it because we know what we are likely going to see, and we have experienced something way worse than what you can see. I mean, sometimes people say things, and me, for instance, I can see through their head. Like, I can see that this guy is damaged.
I cannot 300 megabytes.
Yeah. Or me to me who need to or drop and me akwana juna say this is a fix man. Or yeah who share any. I mean there are people like that. So for me, I think you should rather develop a way to deal with it because people will still come at you. I mean now go and see what they are writing about Sammy Flex. In fact, if you put something which is way off whatever topic, they will bring their own topic and insult you. So who numuzo they try picture who numuzo. They will bring something about somebody and then insult you on their behalf and all that. I mean, so it won't stop. But I will rather talk to our people or the celebrities to find a way to deal with it. I mean, including taking people to court.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, if they say things about you and you are not happy and you think taking them to court will resolve the issue for you, you have to do it. I mean, that's one of the ways. So take them to court. If you have to say something to them, say it. If you think there's no need for you to reply, don't reply. Find a way to deal with it. There are so many ways, including also facing them squarely, like the way Shatta Wale will do it.
Yeah.
That's his way. Like the way Sarkodie will do it.
Yeah.
That's his way. Sarkodie will not say anything. But in one of his songs, so they all have their way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
So if you are a celebrity or if the spotlight is on you, the same way find a way to deal with it. I mean, I remember when I said something about Scott Williams. Evans. Hey, yeah.
And
I said something about Scott Evans. Yes.
You are still there.
Oh, now I need them. I want to face them. So if they like, they should come. Oh, if they like, they should come. Yeah. So this time they am ready. I think that time. For those who were not reasonable, they just wanted to insult. I mean, that one, we have seen it before, so you can insult and go your way, yes. But for those who think that they have some serious points that can counter what I said, I really want to face them.
Because you still stand by what you said.
Oh yeah. If now they want to come back, I'll really appreciate it and face them squarely. But for those who are suffering some of these things, I will entreat them to see somebody that they think they can talk to and feel okay. And then they should also find other ways to deal with it because it won't stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Chamo, on that one. Roland.
Friends of Scott Evans, yeah, ma. Yeah, ma. Yeah, ma, baby.
That's it, Joe.
Yeah, ma. Wasem never cowboy. Yeah, for social media and its impact on people's psyche, yeah. Even in our first topic, I said that Obiani the way we receive some of these things. Some people have been able to build top skin to a certain level. The thing is that you can never get used to it. That's the truth. There are some that will get you. Opa, koshe body abo, koshe bulletproof for social media insult. There are definitely some that will enter into your skin. Some will definitely penetrate. It doesn't mean that you are weak. It even shows you are human, who have feelings. And some of these things, Fela is not the only person that has been in this situation when it comes to people giving it to you on social media and all that. You may have 1 million followers. Put it at the back of your mind that it is not all of them that are following you because they like you. Some people are following you just to insult you. It's there.
Yeah.
So that when you wear that dress and you sugar it like this, I don't know what sugar is. You be do what them. I didn't know follow nyahe. So follow Tiaka. O follow Tiaka go be jai. Kobetre obi kokani abeka chena ni wafa we di watem. But follow Tiaka. Into you be follow. So that when you do, you dress this way, you talk this way, you do this, you do that, they will get you. Or they want to notification crowd. Or post your cream first to view. Or the amount. It's like that. And we can only, yes, day in day out we condemn when people go wayward on other personalities because they think that they have an opinion to share. We condemn some of these things day in day out, but no purchase of Bijayana. The answer is definitely no. Bible Christ said the poor will continue to be with us. Same way, some people will always continue to be in the society. So there is no way you can eradicate it completely from the system.
Yeah.
And since we can only advise the people who are likely to be at the receiving end to just psych themselves towards it. It's just like you crossing a road. Unim say if you are not cautious, a car will knock you down.
Yeah.
But that means nipa no chika no so ohu ade a ebi otimi sport on tema obetimi achi break ana ye bibia fa ho a ombo. But the fact that car no break nipa de atwi owo eni so obetimi ehu ne mpanche se so utwem ana utwem yo. You need to also be advised to know that this street is not that like that. That when you are on it, you need to be very careful. Sabi wadan for cry twakwan mu mpa onu mpa esusu say adwen ni nya adwuma kwata na crowd didi form didi abontin da gatem crown onu crowd twalori kwan mu a ohwe left hwe right esa hwe left biem ansa no watwam. So yes, it's very essential that if you are likely to be at the receiving end, and if you are likely to be at the receiving end, you know it. And also our qualification in there is there for everybody. You talk behind the microphone, you sit behind the camera, you stand in front of people, you are a public person, you render service to the public in any position that has to do with you encountering more than one person. You are in that position to get it. If whatever you do, you are rendering a service that is likely to encounter more than one person, even if it is one person crying for the amount. So if your service is more than one person, then it means you should be very careful when you are dealing with such situations. Yes, that's the only way people can deal with some of these things.
Okay, all right. Chavo, yeah. So in this case, you know, do you think say you don't pay attention or mind to whatever the trolls that goes on, and I say if you can face them squarely like you're saying, now make a statement like Shatta will do it this way, Shatta will do it this way. Do you think most of the time it's important to face trolls like that? And apart from that, in the bit more say it's more of the ladies that find it more difficult like that.
Yes. So if you are a man, you are facing a tougher world in general. I mean, there will be the overshare, baby, people that you meet. So you toughen yourself, or you are hardened in a way to face that kind of thing. And some ladies, they have it easy. So when it comes like that, now and I think that's why you can see that the ladies' reaction to it are more serious than the guys. Yes, for the guys, hitting one or two be a later crowd, but cancel it. But the ladies don't do that. I mean, they're calling. I've managed somebody or friend me say, "Now, only me wa here," and I'm just for her, I had to now turn off the comment section. For her to feel yes, so that because my cat don't go there and check crowd. So I had to turn off the comment section for her to be okay. And then with time, then I was talking to her, say, and Kofubi or more insult to I prepare to hold into a video now I paste
Copy and paste.
And your friend time too.
Oh, why? Yeah, paste. Or here again, no. Time, not at all. So it's not even about what you are saying.
Automated response.
No, when you're not, I don't know. Say those because I am dead. No, I tomato.
They are not making sense. You know,
at the day now, do you know? What do you say? Any video, and there's no connection between the insult and the video that the person has watched. But they have done it. So with time, no, she then realized that, oh, okay, this is how they've been doing it before. Now I have to get used to it. And if you can comment, like I said earlier, if you think there are some people who don't have that strength.
Yeah.
So if you tell them that go and face them, they will fail. It will be worse for them because their response will be weaker.
Yeah.
And those people will see the loophole to
and they will pray on it.
They will just be hitting you like that. So if you are such a person, there's no need for you to respond.
Okay.
Find other ways to deal with it. But if you are the hard guy, like Shatta Wale would do it, then why not face them
squarely?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Shamo. And you can move on to your final topic for today's episode now. I am to book social media now. But sometimes I have the feeling say your power was in the canvas because there are some particular people be a target about so and watching our haircut watching
your power was in the canvas and in most cases
like that
hey.
It's okay. We'll do that backstage. All right. So let me move on to your final topic for today's episode. Now, question that we say, why sue me for leaving when you weren't using me? Why sue me for leaving when you weren't using me? Okay. So this is coming from Ohima Oyeje to multimedia. And there's a story cited on Ghana Web. Now, Ohima Oyeje has complained bitterly about her soiled relationship with the multimedia group. According to her, she has been battling the media giants for over 5 years, and it seems their tussle isn't ending anytime soon. Ohima Oyeje, who made this known in a post shared by social media, said this experience has been her worst nightmare in the media space. To her, it is shocking that the media giants will sue her when they certainly had no use for her after taking her off air. Her post read, Adum FM, multimedia, Vin Ohima Oyeje, 5 years and still counting in court. My worst encounter in the media field, that is into bracket, Adum FM, MGL. You don't want me, I left. You sue me for leaving. Ohima Oyeje left multimedia for Angel FM after she was taken off air. She joined the Accra-based radio station as a mid-morning host, a position she has occupied till date. Chamo.
Yeah, very.
Question on Ubisa say, why sue me? Wow, me you mama all right, but dear me person me born 5 na 4 na position na person me born. Mom for me.
Yeah.
I say, Mom, me wasting my talent and then whatever I have in me, and it's hurting.
Yeah.
So I have to move on.
Yes.
Now, multimedia, as we see, for 5 days
we don't know the details, but I think Ohima Oyeje is not a happy person at this time. I mean, after going to court for 5 years, Charlie, it's not easy.
Yeah.
You will feel it.
Obaso.
Yeah, you really feel it. I mean, it's not even about losing or winning the case. It's about the waste that you are going through, the waste of time, waste of resources, because you're a lawyer too. You have to pay the lawyer to represent you and all that. So I think that's her pain now. You don't know the detail, but if we have to guess, I think it will be about not waiting for her contract to end. Yeah. And then she started doing it for somebody else. I think that will probably be the case now. But you see, she didn't share the details of the case. She's just saying that it's a nightmare for her to be going to court for about 5 years now. That's the issue, and it's sad. I mean, what we can learn from it is when you are moving on, like you are moving from one media house to the other, or you are leaving your job, the one thing that you have to do is to check whether you are safe in terms of court issues and all that. The contract that you had, let somebody advise you what to do, because there are some contract that will tell you that if you leave this job, you can't work for 2 years.
Wow.
especially in a competitive field
environment. Yeah.
Yes. So if you don't take care, if you are not careful to check those things, and the people are bitter, they will use it against you. And in her case, you can clearly see that maybe multimedia may just want to make a statement like, you can't take us for granted. You can't just move on because you are no more working with us. Because according to her story, it's like she left. They took her off air, but they didn't sack her. One thing that they can do is that they will still be paying you whilst you are at home. So if you decide to work for somebody else, it's like you are taking their money and giving someone else's money. Yes. And that can cost you. I think they did it to Efia Schwarzenegger. Not multimedia, but
that is the same line.
Yeah, despite media. You see, when Efia Schwarzenegger went off air, she didn't go to any other station for a while before she went to I think TV Africa. Yes, because at the time that she was at home, they were paying her, so she was still an employee of the despite media. And I can guess maybe similar case happened here, and multimedia wants to make a statement, and now Ohimawe is not a happy person. I hope she can find a way to settle with them. I mean, and she will be free, or she will still continue to I mean, face them in court until the case will be decided by the judge, whoever is in charge. But going to court for 5 years is not easy. I can feel for her. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Roland. Quick one. Just wrap it up. Some few minutes.
Well, this is just a clear case of breach of contract, kind of, because yes, if there is no breach of contract, I don't think the two parties would be in court as we speak. Somebody feels another person has breached an agreement or a contract that they had, and that is where we are now. I mean, just like Chemo said, being in court for 5 years is not a joke. If not for anything at all, if even financially, is one that is crazy, because every representation you need to pay. It is either you pile it up or you do it one by one, and either way you are still paying. And even coupled with the fact that the moment you have some of these things hovering around your neck, there are certain things you can't do. Flying around, going into certain quarters or certain businesses, you can't do it. If your care is not taken and you're not so lucky, and they declare you even as a flight risk, and they take your passport and all those things, and you work at Krumasi. If you have a business outside the country, you can't go. So it's not a pleasant experience. I mean, I feel for her, but whatever it is, I also feel the multimedia group also wants to make a statement. Besides, this is not the first time an employee has left their company on such feelings, based on a sore feeling or something, based on disagreement, if that's how you put it. So definitely they would also want to save their reputation by using some of these instances to make a statement. But all the same, now it is a legal case, and even Ohima did not even go into details of their agreement. So we can just leave it there and sympathize with our sister. And also we can equally sympathize with multimedia group in principle, because you don't know why they are also dragging her to court. Some companies are even against poaching. If you are an employee, there is no way you should be found in a poaching environment. And all these things can be used against you if you are an employee. And since we don't know the details of their agreement, we can only sympathize with both parties in principle, and hope that the right thing is being done, and so they can equally move on with their lives as it stands. Because now, because they are in court, they are also both of them are having divided attention. Imagine Ohima being at NGO all these years and still having this at the back of her mind. I mean, it is not even good for her psyche as well. So we sympathize with both of them in principle, and hope that the real deal comes out and everybody is able to move on with their lives.
All right, so thank you very much, gentlemen. Chabo, you've done a massive marvelous one. Same way Roland Amate. They are the gentlemen that we had to do today's episode with. And to you too for being a part of the show. Let me say thank you so much. And let me use this opportunity as well to wish my very good brother a happy birthday. Asa Aguna Black Cats, Charlie. We're a massive boy. Let's say thank you to Currency, the Guitar Rasta, Richard Flex, and they are the main men behind this whole project today. See you tomorrow. Another episode is going to be epic. Be good, be out.